Hi guys, welcome back to Heart Secrets and Rises of the Philippines. And for today's video, we will be talking about something that might be controversial to some, but it's a topic that truly needs to be discussed. Should you propose to your Filipino girlfriend during your first visit to the Philippines? You've probably heard of men doing it after a week, 2 weeks, or maybe after a month. But the question remains, is it really a wise decision to rush a proposal just because you've finally met in person? Let's take a deep dive into this issue and talk about why rushing into engagement could be one of the biggest mistakes you'll ever make. So many men, especially foreign men coming to the Philippines for the first time, fall into the trap of rushing things. I totally understand the excitement. After months or maybe even after years of talking online, video calls, sweet messages, even sending money or gifts, you finally meet your Filipino girlfriend in person. And suddenly, all your emotions are heightened. You feel connected. The chemistry is real and the pressure is on, especially if you're older and looking to settle down quickly. But here's the truth. Online connection does not equal deep in-person understanding. You only see what's shown on screen. That's not the full picture. Love is real, but so is illusion. And when you rush, you may be building your future in fantasy, not in a foundation. Marriage in the Philippines is taken seriously because we don't have divorce. If you make the wrong decision, the only legal option is annulment, which is costly and can take years. Sure, there are cases where couples marry quickly, especially if the woman gets pregnant. But generally speaking, Filipinos don't rush into marriage. In fact, many Filipinos are in long-term relationships that last for years before marriage even becomes a topic. So when foreign men fly in and propose within days or weeks, it's not just surprising, it feels unrealistic and sometimes even desperate. If marriage is treated as a sacred, lifelong bond in our culture, wouldn't it make sense to spend more time truly getting to know each other? No matter how many hours you spend chatting online, when you meet for the first time, you're still virtual strangers in real life. Online dating lets you craft a version of yourself. You choose your words carefully, you present only your best side, and you avoid conflict. The same goes for your Pinay girlfriend. But once you meet in person, you start to see things you couldn't see through a screen, like how she treats other people, her habits, her values, her attitude in public, and her energy when she's not trying to impress you. The first few days or weeks together can feel magical. That's what we call the honeymoon phase. There's physical attraction, constant affection, and emotional highs. You're eating out, sightseeing, staying in hotels. Everything feels perfect. But the stage often clouds your judgment. Let that honeymoon phase pass. Travel with your Filipino girlfriend. Spend time in normal situations. See how your Panay girlfriend reacts under pressure when things don't go her way. That's when you see her true character. When you propose too soon, you set the tone for unrealistic expectations. You haven't even discussed the hard topics yet, like where you live, how you handle finances, or whether she expects you to support her family. Use your first visit to talk openly about your boundaries. Tell her what you're comfortable with and what you're not. And if she reacts with drama or guilt tripping, then that's a red flag you need to pay attention to. We always say here in the Philippines that when you marry a Filipina, you also marry her family too. Family plays a huge role in our culture. Our lives revolve around birthdays, fiestas, reunions, and holidays. If you can't get along with her parents or siblings, you have a very hard time adjusting. Spend time with your Filipino girlfriend's family during your visit. Observe their dynamic. Listen to their conversations. Their values and lifestyle can tell you a lot about the kind of person she is and what your future could look like with her. Love fades, lust fades, but values, they last. Do you both agree on important life decisions? How about religion, raising children, financial planning, lifestyle preferences, roles in the relationship? You can be madly in love, but if your values are not aligned, you'll constantly argue about even the smallest things. So before proposing, make sure your values align. Because if they don't, you're setting yourselves up for long-term frustration. Are you really ready to get married? Is she? Are you really ready to get married? Is your Filipina girlfriend ready to get married? Not just emotionally, but mentally, financially, and even spiritually. Love is not enough. Marriage requires communication, sacrifice, patience, and a realistic view of life. Don't just assume that because you finally met, everything must move forward immediately. The real question is, are you both prepared to handle the ups and downs that come with a real life partnership? If not, then wait. Take more time. Visit again. There's no shame in being careful. Now, let's recap everything we discussed today. Online love isn't the same as real life compatibility. Filipino culture values marriage deeply, and rushing it can be disrespectful. One visit is not enough to fully know someone. The honeymoon phase can blind you to red flags. Important conversations about values, expectations, and family must happen first. Get to know her family. They'll be a part of your life too. Make sure you're both emotionally and mentally ready. Love is powerful, but wisdom keeps it from becoming a disaster. If you're serious about finding real love in the Philippines, don't rush the journey. Embrace it, live it, learn from it, visit more than once, ask the hard questions, set healthy boundaries, and most of all, take the time to see if she's truly the one for you in real life, not just online. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever been tempted to propose in your first visit? Or did you already? Share your story in the comments below. I read every single one of them, and your experience could help someone else. Once again, you are watching Heart's Secrets and Horizons of the Philippines. See you in my next video.